Thursday, guys. It is April 15th, which means it's high five day. Although in COVID speak, that's elbow tap. Sometimes you do the double tap. Now, I miss pre-COVID days so much. You know, in the beginning of COVID, I'm a hugger. I am, and lately I haven't been able to hug. And in the beginning, when the hysteria was all the rage, I still had the habit of hugging people. Even if someone just first introduced someone to me, said, "Oh yeah, Charlotte, this is so-and-so," I'd be like, "Hey," and I'd give them a big hug, because that's just how I roll. And I had a hard time breaking that habit. And people, after I gave them a hug, would look at me in absolute horror, like I just stabbed them or something. They would be shocked, and then horror, and then this evil anger that would just be like, "Did you just give me the plague?" And I'm, no. So yeah, no high fives today, or you could self high five, like that's what the clap's for, or the elbow taps. Hopefully next year we'll be able to celebrate the high fives again. It's also laundry day, so if you're not caught up on your laundry, get your laundry done. And it's tax day, but because it's 2021, of course, this is going to be extended. I just looked it up, and it's been extended to May 17th. So extra time for everyone, goodies. It's also the anniversary of the Titanic sinking, which happened in 1912. Today in 1912. So that's something to think about. It's also a day to appreciate rubber erasers, you know, on the top of your pencils. I found out not too long ago that pencils is a fairly recent technology when they found graphite in London. So the idea that rubber erasers were invented in 1770 is not that thrown off, and it was invented by a chemist. What was his name? Joseph Priestley in 1770. So yeah, I love my erasers, and I'm sure they just got better and better over time, because originally you have those orange ones that are at the top of your pencil, and then you have the really nice rubber, clear rubber ones. Those are my favorite. Glazed spiral ham is the food today. This sounds delicious, although typically you don't have that unless if you have like some kind of feast going on or something. It's also the anniversary of McDonald's. They opened their first official McDonald's restaurant just outside of Chicago in Illinois in 1955. It's also a great tip for customer service. Probably the best tip for customer service is get to know your customers. Today is a day to remember that you should get to know your customers. Heck, if you want your businesses to be successful, you should probably get to know your customers before you even have them as your customers. Before you even open up your business, you need to know what the people in the surrounding area needs, and then, or what they want, and then provide it. And then as you're providing it, of course, people change over time, areas change over time, so you need to constantly adapt and research and learn, listen, figure out what your customers are now needing over time. A great example of that is masks and COVID and how people adapted. And there's a Chick-fil-A by my house that adapted insanely to COVID. They took down their entire parking lot and made a double lane driveway, and then had people walking around with their masks, handing out food further along. It's the best drive-through customer service I've ever had. And I mean, they are like 3 times busier than any other fast food restaurant I've ever seen. And it goes so quickly because they just like triple the lanes, and people just go through, and they have a ton of workers. Nobody's inside the restaurant, and it's all just like this system that's insane. And I see McDonald's now. It's been happening for like a year now, and now McDonald's around the area is trying to mimic it, but they just can't get it right, because this one person, it's not all Chick-fil-A's, it's this one person who took it to the next level and who's constantly adapting to what his customers need. And that's what you need to do if you want to win. It's also Take a Wild Guess Day. So if you're in a conundrum, you can't figure it out, just take a wild guess. It's okay, because today is about taking wild guess. And it is Jackie Robinson Day. So Jackie Robinson was the first African American in Major League Baseball in 1947. So big shout out to Jackie Robinson. And today is I think it's the first day he was on the field as a Major League baseball player. I can't speak today. It's Thursday. I hope you guys have great plans for the weekend, and I hope you have a great day. I'll talk to you later. Bye.